Hello everyone, I'm Detective Nick Rochetta, Public Information Officer for the Mesa Police Department. This critical incident community briefing will provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred in our Central Division in Mesa on November 16, 2019. You're about to see relevant video footage and learn about evidence related to this case so you can better understand what occurred based on what we know right now. Mesa Police Department conducts thorough use of force investigations. Typically, investigators interview multiple witnesses, view numerous hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. Things could change as additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. This video will not draw conclusions about whether these officers acted consistent within our policy and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. In this video, we will be sharing our officers' body-worn camera video, as well as other video obtained as part of this investigation. We do want to warn you, anytime a police officer uses force, the images and information can be graphic, disturbing, and difficult to watch, and the video may contain strong language. Viewer discretion is strongly advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers.
I'm Assistant Chief Ed Wessing. The following incident happened on November 16, 2019. It begins with two calls to 911, the first at 8:01 a.m., the second at 8:08 a.m. Both callers report a man in red shorts and white t-shirt with a backpack walking into traffic on the eastbound 202 and waving his arms around.
DPS 911, what's the location of the emergency?
202 eastbound before the Alma School off-ramp. There's a homeless man in red shorts and t-shirt with a backpack that's walking, and he keeps coming into traffic. Like,
is he up to the right or left?
He's up to the right.
DPS 911, where is your emergency?
So just before exit 11 on the 202 eastbound, there's a white male wearing a red shorts and a white shirt with some kind of duffel bag running along the side of the freeway. He's heading westbound, but he's on the eastbound lane. He looks like he's on drugs or something.
Officers in the area are unable to locate him, but at 8:10 a.m., employees of Johnson Stewart Materials at 1564 North Alma School Road, Mesa, called 911 to report that a man waving a gun around was trying to break into their vehicles.
911 emergency.
Yeah, my name's at Johnson Stewart, 1564 North Alma School Road in Mesa, and we got a guy here running around with a gun. It's on drugs.
He said 1564 North Alma School Road in Mesa?
Yes.
And is he threatening anybody?
He's trying to break into vehicles. I'm in the office, and he's got two dogs with him. He's got his hand on the gun. He's got his hand on the gun.
Two officers and a sergeant were immediately dispatched to the scene.
Alma School, another caller stating the male got into a white Kenworth semi-truck, and the male was holding the gun in his hands. Thinks he might be 235.
A second call came into 911 just 2 minutes later at 8:13 as four additional officers were directed to the scene.
911.
Could be. Yes, ma'am. I'm down here at Johnson Stewart's yard. I rent a space down here. There's a young fella walking around here. He's got a red T-shirt on for shorts and a white T-shirt. He's got a pistol, and he's like half whacked out. He's getting into vehicles and stuff. He just went over. He's just crawling into somebody's truck.
Okay, what's the address there?
It's 1564 North Alma School. It's the landfill yard.
Okay. All right, looks like we do have a call
down here.
We do have somebody else calling from there, and we do have officers heading that direction.
Yeah, we need somebody there quick. He just got in a truck and fired it up, and there's guys around there.
Units responding to North Alma School, getting reports that the male is waving the 422 around now.
35. They're flashing headlights at us on the west end of the parking lot. Where's he at?
He's right in there somewhere. He crawled into a truck. I have a pistol on me right now.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine. Negative. He should be just north of my location in a bunch of vehicles. They're not sure exactly where he went now.
He's bloodier than hell right now, too.
When our officers arrived, they saw a man fitting the description they were given running towards the west side of the property. You can see the suspect running and trying to get into the vehicles in this security video. The suspect made his way into a white semi-truck. Here is body-worn video as officers approached that semi-truck and began communicating with the suspect.
Watch
Here is a different angle from a second officer's body-worn camera.
Put that gun down! Put the gun down! Put your hands up! Get on, get a car in between them, get on.
As you can hear, officers ordered the suspect numerous times to exit the vehicle. Officers saw that the suspect had a handgun in his hand and again urged him to get out of the vehicle. The suspect refused to get out of the truck and pointed his gun towards officers. That's when one of our officers fired his duty weapon, striking the suspect.
Hands on your head! Hands on your head now! Do not move! Keep those hands up! Keep those hands up! Everything 6 shots fired.
Here is video taken by a witness on the scene.
Did they shoot it?
I don't know if they actually did shoot him or not. They fired 2 shots. I could hear him yelling, put the gun down.
He's been hit, look. The way he's sitting there.
He's just hanging in there right now.
Officers quickly secured the scene and began administering life-saving measures on the suspect. Shortly after, Mesa Fire and Medical Department arrived and continued resuscitation efforts, which were unsuccessful, and the suspect was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect was later identified as 27-year-old Garrett Ryberg. The suspect's weapon, a .40 caliber high point, was recovered on the step of the semi-truck. The officer who fired his weapon is a 6-year veteran of the Mesa Police Department. Thankfully, no officers or innocent bystanders were injured in this incident. It is always the mission of the Mesa Police Department to keep our community safe. Our investigation has been turned over to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office for their review. Thank you for your time and support and for watching this community briefing.